reflect. I'm glowing every part of me, and there's something I wanna do, something I wanna say. When I see you over there, you know I want to reach it. Something I wanna do, something I wanna say. I know.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, thank you for joining us on this festive Christmas Eve. Ernie Johnson of 2K Sports here with our
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. And Kevin, and they need him to be that way, DA. Thank you, especially after Tim Duncan's retirement and Manu and TP getting older. This is Kawhi's team now, for sure. And Brent, with the grind of the season really upon us, we're about halfway through. Is this the point where the bench helps a team be better, be a bigger factor in going forward from this point?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that, Kevin. It's a great point that the depth of your team at this point in the year is something where coaches who feel confident about being a contending team, that they know they can rely on these guys to come in and bring the juice every night competitively.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Wizards 5 right now. Morris and Gortat together down low. The deadly duo of Wall and Beal are in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Parker with the steal. Outside Gasol. Parker against Wall. And Parker, here we go.
And Tony Parker in his prime, one of the best slashing point guards this league has ever seen. Just an outstanding finisher amidst the tall players. And one season, how about he almost led the league in points in the paint, a surefire Hall of Famer.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And Parker just puts so much pressure on your defense with his speed, and he's made a living out of doing that.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Gortat dishes to Beal. Over Green, and he overshot that one, missing. And a bit of a down year for Tony Parker in 2017. His lowest three-point percentage in 5 years. Lowest free throw percentage in 9.
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to see him hitting threes at a higher clip. The previous couple seasons, he shot it up over 40%. And a great way, I think, to boost his offense, even though he has slowed down a bit.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. Passes to Beal. That doesn't go either for Beal.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
Here's Parker. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Porter against Leonard. Outside Beal. There's a screen by Gortat. Porter kicks to Beal. Shot clock at 6. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
Parker against Wall. Alrdrige left side. And Alrdrige slams it in.
I don't think LaMarcus is quite as explosive as his younger years, but still has the athleticism to get up above the rim.
Wizards trail by 3. There's a screen by Gortat. And Beal kicks to Porter. Fires from 18. That one off the back iron and out. Spurs leading by 3. Leonard kicks to Parker. Back to Leonard. Parker outside. Gasol a screen. Parker drives in. Wall with a block. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Porter kicks to Gortat and stolen by Alrdrige. In transition, here comes San Antonio, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
Wizards trail by 5. All with it. He had 10 points in the win against Orlando.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Leonard kicks to Parker. He feeds it to Gasol. Shoots over Gortat. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Outside, Beal. And again, Washington, no good.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, we've seen him make this shot work, but they can do better. Kawhi Leonard reminds you of the way that people talked about defensive backs that can lock down great receivers in football. So suffocating, takes elite scorers completely out of positions on the floor where they like to be effective.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Kawhi defending you, Brent, I've heard you call it being marooned on the island of Kauai. What do you say, the Kauaian Islands?
That's right, Kevin. Stranded, if you were. I mean, it's so hard to do anything against Kawhi Leonard. Even simple things like making post-entry passes, it just feels like there's more than one of him on the floor.
And the Spurs got Kawhi Leonard to be the next Bruce Bowen. But from his rookie season, I think Pop realized, Brent, he could be the face of the franchise.
Well, it's amazing that they had talked with that kind of regard for Kawhi Leonard after making the draft day trade and sending away George Hill. They felt like Kawhi Leonard could make that kind of progression. Now, I would also tell you that they had no idea he would become one of the more devastating players on the offensive end of the floor. But the work ethic was there. The size was there.
Oh!
Ouch! It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. And Wall. Here we go now. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
Well, the team needed just a bit of momentum shifting back to their side. They're excited. Let's see if they can maintain that excitement long enough to get some damage done.
Here's Gasol, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Wizards trail by 5. Outside, Porter. Now Wall. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Here's Porter. That one doesn't go. IT that time from Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Wizards have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And Beal kicks to Porter. Feeds to Gortat. Nice ball movement by Washington. Beal can't get it to go.
Just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Parker. And Mills kicks to Alrdrige. Alrdrige a screen. Pass to Leonard. 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Alrdrige, good.
Great timing on the pick and roll. The defender had a split second to make his choice. Alrdrige, too good there.
Wizards trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Scott. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now here's Mills, covered by Wall. There's the pick. Outside Leonard. Back to Mills. Shot, high post. They grab their own miss. Gortat with the block. Outside Beal. And it's Wall in the corner. Drills it from outside. Now just a 4-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost.
And here's Mills from the arc. Washington with the rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And you know, when everyone's working together, taking care of their roles, it just makes the game easier.
Well, they not only had the right strategy, but they were very exact in their execution. And when the coaches call in the right plays, everything just looks seamless.
But they get it back. Spurs leading by 4. Makes it off the glass. Mills has got his first points of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Wall kicks to Porter. Here's the screen. And there's the feed to Gortat. No one covering.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Alrdrige with a screen on Porter. Leonard kicks to Alrdrige. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Marcin Gortat.
And LaMarcus Aldridge really possesses tremendous shooting touch when you consider this guy's basically a 7-footer, and he's increasing that range. Last season, up over 40% from 3.
Second player taken in the 2006 NBA draft, Alrdrige has been an all-star multiple times and one of the game's most prolific scorers over the past decade.
San Antonio making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Kelly Oubre comes in for Porter. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Satoransky's subbed in for John Wall. And Alrdrige doesn't shoot a ton of threes, yet he still earns his keep in that mid-range.
Yeah, on that left block, back to the basket, and with his size, that turnaround Jay is just about unstoppable.
And Rudy Gay suffered the injury last season, but was still a wanted man when free agency rolled around, Greg, and San Antonio got him.
Yeah, I mean, the Spurs made a big offer for him, and Gay felt it was the right fit. Interesting to see how his role develops in San Antonio this year. Still, there's a feeling that he's got a lot left in the tank.
The Spurs making a switch here. Forbes checked in. Now here's Oubre. Defense is right there. And Satoransky kicks to Mahimi. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
No good from Ginobili.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And Satoransky kicks to Oubre. Pass to Satoransky. Gay against Scott. There's the dish to Mahimi. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Ginobili outside. Gay outside. The pass to Forbes. And the rejection by Mahimi. Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against Sacramento.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, most of the time, guys come off the bench and just try to stabilize. Tonight, they got some serious points, and when you're on the road, it gives you unanticipated advantages.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Right wing. They set the pick. Here's Satoransky. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I give the defense a C+ on that possession, but still, I'm sure he's upset he missed.
Ginobili outside. Scott pulls it in.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
All alone. It's good. Scott's got his second basket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
To end the drought, Alrdrige, good.
Great size and great balance for a big man. Alrdrige does a superb job of finishing through the contact.
Tie game in San Antonio.